Hey there, breadheads. Welcome to Breadstick's World. Another episode, episode 34. We have got a ton of stuff to do today, so let's get started.
In a world where you're a goner, if you leave without your armor and you come across a spawner, yeah, that's Breadstick's World. It's a world full of creepers, endermen, and jukebox speakers, shulker boxes full of everything you need to survive. Breadstick World.
All right, thanks for coming back. I'm super excited. If you watched the last episode, we did a slime farm, and at the very end, I kind of just briefly in my outro mentioned we had some technical difficulties and some issues, so I thought we would dive into that today. So what happened was I recorded the episode. It took me a couple of days, and I went to edit it, and I didn't have any access to my editing software. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't get into it. And long story short, I had to get a buddy to help me out. Thanks, Big Nate, if you're watching. Thanks. But I had to get my buddy, Big Nate, to help me get it sorted out, and so I could get back into it. And it took me a little bit of time to get that done. So I got back in there, and I got it edited, and boom, here we are. We're back in business, and I'm super glad. I'm super pumped. And I should have been pre-recording while I couldn't edit, but I wasn't. I was frustrated, but I did do a lot of work. So that's why you probably noticed the name of the episode, Catching Up in Kelp, because there's a couple things we got to get done today. One of them's catching up on what I've been up to while you haven't been around, and the other is kelp. So let's talk real quickly about one other thing. We've got to make a new bow today. We've got to make a new bow because I accidentally threw away Legolas Like a Boss 2. I pitched him. It was an accident. I didn't mean to, but I did. So if we get time today, we're going to make a new bow, if at all possible. And I think that's it. I think you guys are up to date on those technical difficulties and what I had going on. And I'm so sorry. We'll talk a little bit about the schedule at the end, getting into the new year. I'm super pumped. I'm going to try and buckle down and be a little bit better. But I wanted to bring you guys up to speed on those technical difficulties that we had the last couple of weeks. So I will meet you guys in the farming district next. And we are going to look at some of the things I did off camera. So here we are in the farming district. And I forgot to mention, my texture pack might look a little bit different. Why are you? No. My texture pack might look a little bit different. That's because I was using, you guys know I'm a big fan of Foxy's resource packs, and I was using Foxy's textures. And with the 1.16.1 update, a couple of them weren't working. They weren't working. So I'm not using any fancy textures right now. I'm just using invisible particles. Let me see if I can pull up the picture. So right here. So we've got invisible particles, an add-on by Sin. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. It works. It works great. Basically, the only thing it does is it makes particles invisible. Everything else is just regular vanilla textures. But man, you got to have those particles invisible when you're recording. It's just, you have to. You know what I mean? Okay, let's jump down to the slime farm. So the last episode, we built the slime farm. That's where we're going to start out today. Oh, there's a bed down there. So I built this. Did we build this together in the last episode? I can't remember. I don't think we did. We might have. But we didn't decorate it together in the last episode, and I did that. I actually came in and decorated it. Some lime green concrete, some lime green concrete powder, lime green glass. It was supposed to look like slime. That was the whole point. Let me take this out of my hand while we're working. So that was the whole point of that, was to look like slime. And I did do a little bit of AFKing, a couple hours worth or 3 hours worth, something like that. So we're doing pretty good on slime, and we've got a pretty cool slime storage room, I think. So yeah, that was kind of the end of the slime farm. I finished that up on my own, just decorating and expanding the storage a little bit. So that's it. Let's pop back up top, and we got a couple other things to look at. So this monstrosity is the next thing I wanted to show you. This is like a stem farm. This is basically like the stem, the wood, the stems you get. This is a farm from Silent Whisper, and I will link this in the description if you want to build it. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I've got some. Yes, right there. I've got some. So let me show you how this works. We'll just get 5 of these. And we'll get up in here, right? We're going to turn this on. See, there it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. And so now we've got all that wood and all those blocks that we can chop down right there. And that's how I've been getting the crimson wood that we need for our nether tunnels. I've also been working on those, but this is how I've been getting all the wood. So I just come up here and drop down, and I just chop all that stuff down. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't want to. so yeah, I don't want to, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'll do it later, and I will show you guys the nether tunnels. They're looking pretty good. The next thing you might see over my left shoulder there, the little squiggly water pattern. It's jank, guys. This is so jank. So I'm sure you guys know that in Bedrock, right? You can convert concrete real fast in this in one of these things. Like you just do a straight line with some soul sand on the bottom and some water, and you lay your concrete just like boom, 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 and you can come along and just smash it up real fast, right? Because when you're in the water, like look how fast that is, and you're just smashing. But I shouldn't have done it in like a curvy pattern. I thought that I was gonna be slick and do it, and they were like all going to like fit inside this little space I have over here. Like you can see kind of, we just got this little space in between hills. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do some curves and they'll all fit in here and it'll be cool. And yeah, it doesn't work. And it's hard to turn the corners when you're going that fast. And I didn't realize, I just didn't know. So before it's all over with, I may have to tear that out and put it somewhere else in a straight line so we can bang out the concrete. Let me see if I have any concrete on me I can show you. It's actually really fun to do, actually. Where's the dye box? That's ender pearls. Here we go. Okay, so I had enough junk in my dye box and stuff to make up a couple stacks of orange concrete powder. So I'm gonna throw this in here and then we're gonna run through and bust it up. You guys will see what I'm talking about. It's just so goofy. It's so goofy, but it's super fun to do. So we made 2 stacks pretty quick. It's pretty awesome, but, you know, I mean, yeah, we got to revamp it. It's cool, but we definitely got to revamp it. And I forgot to mention, but if you're wondering where I get all the fungus for that farm, it's from this farm. Look, I mean, there's just tons. Like, you get the weeds, and then you get fungus, like tons and tons of the funguses, right? And this is a Foxy no-tail design, and I will also link this in the description too. And it's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty simple redstone, and there's basically just dispensers with bone meal up here. And it just bone meals this platform. And if you look on the top of it, can I get up there? Yes. So if you look on the top of it, we've got like the blue nilium on one side and the red on the other, and it bone meals it. You get the funguses and the grass, and these dispensers are on a clock. It washes everything down and collects. It works really well, and it gives us tons and tons of fungus so we can run this farm and get all the nether stems we need for our nether tunnel, which I think is where we're going to head next. So I will be right back with you, Breadsticks. Okay, so here we are in the Nether Hub. We're in the main hub. Now you can see the ceiling's not done, but everything else is looking good. I'm pumped by it. I missed the slab there apparently, but I got this purple in the back as just kind of a placeholder. It's not permanent. We're gonna, get that hallway done eventually, and we'll get all these hallways done. But I think it was kind of a cool looking placeholder. And I'm pumped with the kind of the white and the black with the blue lanterns. I'm gonna do something with this portal, something more than I've done, and I'm not sure what yet, but it's there. And yeah, you guys might be wondering what this mess on the ceiling is. Well, okay, let me show you. So Navy Nexus released a video, and you can delete Bedrock with signs now. That's right, with signs. And I got super pumped, and I just wanted to try it, so I did. And I can't fly. There we go. And I don't know why I wanted a hole to get to the top of the nether roof, because in Bedrock you still can't, like, look. Our height limit in the nether is still 128, so you still can't even place anything down. You can't even place anything down. But watch this. You can actually delete Bedrock super easy, right? So we'll delete this piece right here, okay? Sign. And look at that. It just deleted it. That easy. So I got up here and I kind of got wild and just started deleting Bedrock. I was just having a good time. And yeah, so now we've got a hole up there. We might even that up, clean it up, and make it look nice and finish our ceiling. But yeah, I got excited and just deleted a whole bunch of Bedrock. I don't know why. Yeah, it's handy. It's handy for some reason. So here is our nether tunnel. So for those of you guys who have popped in on the live streams or been with me in episodes, you can see that we have been just working away. We've got a ton of it built. And it goes all the way down to this little hub. Now, I would like to know in the comments, if you're watching this video, leave me a comment. Do you like the red stems, the crimson stems, when they're not stripped or when they're stripped? What works better in this room? Strip stems, non-strip stems. I normally like this block better, but I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because this kind of blends in with the regular planks. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is kind of our little mini hub. I put this in so I could try and fly and make the turns, but I keep slamming into the walls. I can't make the turns. Whatever. And we're still running it out. So we're still running it out here. We've gone out a couple hundred blocks. I've been doing it like 5 sections at a time. And we have to go all the way down to like, I think it's 400. Yeah, we're at about 114, 115 now. And we got to go down to 400. So we still got about 285 blocks to go. So yeah, it's going to take a minute. We'll get it. We'll get it. Dang it. So we're on the last stop for the catching up part of the episode. This is it. We are in our little nether base, our nether mini base, and we are in the little we are in the little piglin trading room. And as you may know, with the update, they traded what these piglins will barter. So let's look at that real quick. You can no longer get glowstone. Which kind of sucks. But we get that from a witch farm, so it's not the end of the world. Nether bricks. You don't actually get the nether brick blocks anymore. You get actual nether bricks. So I don't know. It's here nor there. I don't mind either way on that. Now you also get arrows, which I don't know what I did with them. I might have thrown them away. No, right here. Arrows. You get arrows now, but they're not spectral arrows like in Java, which kind of blows. That kind of blows. But maybe we make ourselves a new bow and we make like a mending bow, and maybe we can dip these into poison arrows or something, right? And we don't get magma creams anymore, which is not, I don't really care about that. I mean, it's not really a big loss. You get so many fire resist potions. I mean, what's it really matter, right? But you also don't get the netherite hose anymore, which, I mean, we're set up on netherite hose in this world. We'll probably never need another netherite hose in this world. But still kind of a bummer, I thought, anyways. But one of the good things that you get now is, I just saw it. Where was it? No? Yes, Blackstone. So we can now farm Blackstone. That's great. That is great because that's an awesome block. We're using a ton of it. And now we can kind of AFK for it. So that's great. So we lost, they traded the nether brick blocks for the actual nether bricks. We lost our glowstone, our netherite hose, and our magma creams, which really the glowstone was the only thing I really cared about on that. And then we got arrows, we got blackstone, and I feel like maybe something else, but I can't think of what it is. So it must not have been that important to me. But yeah, that's it. That's it. We got all of our storage cleaned up. We got all the new trades put in here. I got rid of some of our stackable items. I only kept stuff that was soul speed 3. I didn't keep any soul speed 2s or 1s. And I didn't keep any of the fire resistance potions that you threw. I just kept ones that we could upgrade. That we could upgrade in our little area over here to 3 minutes. I didn't keep anything else. And of course, I kept all the netherite hose. For sure. Okay, I think we're all caught up from what you guys missed and what I've been up to and what I've been doing. Let's pop back over to the glade. And we got to talk about kelp. We've got to talk about kelp. So we are back where we started in the farming district, and it is time to take care of kelp. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I picked out a 0-tick design. And I know what you guys are thinking. Breadstick, 0-tick is so cheaty. It's so cheaty. I know. It's kind of cheaty, whatever. But, I mean, it's so good. It just works so good. I mean, we just have to do it. We have to do it. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set this up. It's pretty simple. It shouldn't take me too long. It's a Navy Nexus design. You dudes know I love Navy Nexus. I mean, Breadstick's World, made possible by Navy Nexus. But I'm going to get this set up so it's actually working. I'll show you guys the farm. And then we're going to do a little bit of retrofitting ourselves because we want this to smelt the kelp automatically. And we are so low. We have 2 stacks of kelp blocks left in our super smelter. That's it. Two stacks is all we've got left. So we've got to get this farm up because we are desperately low on fuel for smelting items for all of our projects. So let me get this up and we'll be right back. Breadheads, we are back. Oh, I walked into another farm. Breadheads, we are back. And the kelp farm is up and it is cranking. I turned this on for just a few minutes. Oh, you gotta love 0-tick. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It didn't distribute quite that evenly. A creeper blew up right here. And I had to rebuild this corner of the farm. It was annoying. There was water everywhere. It was stupid. But I'm going to flip this on and let you guys watch this run. Look at that. I mean, look. Look at the kelp just flying in there. I love it. I love it. I mean, call it cheaty if you want. But that's it. Fuel. Dialed in. Dialed in. Look at that. We had like a stack and change to that. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so I found a few more stacks of kelp blocks than I thought that we had. I thought we only had 2 left in our super smelter, but I scrounged in the swamp cottage and I scrounged in the attic of the swamp cottage and I flew over to our nether base for some fuel and yeah, I got some more. So we ended up with about 5, almost 6 stacks, not quite 6 stacks. And we definitely got to get our storage under control. That is, I mean, wow, that's quickly becoming like number 1 priority. It's getting bad. It is getting real bad. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to set this up so that, do I want to do it like that? No, because that might be a pain to, no, I got a better idea. What we want to do basically is we want to set this up so this stuff gets auto-cooked. Auto-cooked? Auto-smelted. Auto-smelted sounds better. Anyway, it sounds better. And, oh, I forgot. Annoying. Oh, so annoying. We want to get this set up so that it gets auto-smelted, and we're going to do that using smokers, right? So We want to get these hoppers put in here, just like this. 6, 7, 8. And yeah, I think we just need to, get these dudes going. Is this not? Oh, it's because it's locked. That door's locked. That door's locked. Oh, I didn't think about that. So we might have to. Oh. So this switch is powering this block, which is powering this sand block, which is locking this hopper. And I didn't think about that, though. The rest of these hoppers should be good. Yes. So we're going to do that, and that. Let's get you going. Get you going, and you going. And, man, honestly, we might have to. I wonder what happens if we do that. Okay, that will work. So as long as it's running, that will smelt. Okay, let's let this run for a few minutes and see how it does on cooking this kelp up. We got buffer chests in here for sure. And then we'll see how these do getting kelp through here. It's definitely not going to be able to keep up with zero tick, but if we run it for a few minutes, I bet you we can get a good chunk of kelp cooking. So I'm going to give it maybe 10 minutes to run, and I'll be right back. Okay, breadheads, I've only been AFKing right here for about 4 or 5 minutes, and we're already getting a backlog. So it didn't take long at all to start backlogging kelp. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and shut the machine off. So it's ran for maybe 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and shut it off. And then we will just let this. The only problem is this won't drain now. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, breadheads, we are back. And you can see I did a little bit of maneuvering on this. What I did was I actually pulled this whole setup one away from here so that we can use this smoker all the time. Because let me tell you, this machine ran for, like I said, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and now I've been 25 minutes. I put a lot of them back in there, but I've been standing here 25 minutes, and we still have so much kelp that needs to go through these smokers. So this setup here is definitely not going to replace our super smelter in the glade, but this might be one of those things I think that's good to have. We can come over here, we can flip the switch, let the machine run for 10 minutes, turn it off, and then while we're in the area or we're AFK in the area doing something or working, we can let this thing smelt up some kelp so that we have some fuel. And as it is, I think I'm going to go ahead and steal all this. I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting on this stuff, these smokers, to cook this up. I'm not going to wait anymore. But I think I am going to steal what we have and take it back over to our super smelter. Because like I said, we are literally all out, which is annoying. So we came over with what? Almost 6 stacks. And in about 10 minutes of running and about 20 minutes of sitting around, we've got almost 5 back. So that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. And then obviously we're going to have several more stacks come through. So, all right, I'm going to take this back, put it back in our super smelter so we have some stuff over there. I'm going to clean up my mess I got behind our farm here, and I need ender pearls. Let's get out some ender pearls. Yes, thank you. So I will clean this up. I'm going to put this kelp back in the super smelter, and then we are going to have a quick chat about storage and schedules for 2021. And I think that's where we'll wrap it up. Okay? I will see you breadheads over in the glade in just a second. Breadheads, we are over here at the farm barn. That's right, the farm barn. Because I think this is where we are going to do storage. I know, it was supposed to be for farms, right? But we put a couple small farms in, and I think we're going to leave those, right? We're going to leave our pickle farm and our nano crop farm. We'll probably leave our egg farm, maybe even the pumpkin and melon farm. But this whole corner over here, as you guys know, the 1.16 update just ruined all these. So I think all this is going to tear out, right? We'll finish decorating, and then I think we're going to go down underneath here, probably 30 or 40 blocks, and we're going to put our main storage room and our main work room down there, okay? Because we have got to get going on storage. It's ridiculous. We've got storage here. We've got storage in the farming district. We've got storage in the swamp cottage. We've got storage in the swamp cottage attic. We've got storage in our Nether Base. We've got storage in our Nether Hub. You name it, we've got it everywhere, and it would be nice to have that consolidated into one place. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. I think that's what we're going to do. It probably won't be one giant episode. It'll probably be over the course of time. We'll work a little on it here, we'll work a little on it there, and I think it's going to be great, and we'll get a chance to utilize the farm barn, which is wonderful because I absolutely love the build, and we just never really did anything with it. I mean, look at it. It's a mess in here. Torch spam. There's just a literal puddle in the floor. I mean, yeah, it's going to be great. And I mentioned our schedule for 2021, and I think I'm going to try and buckle down. I'm going to try and buckle down, Breadheads. I looked. We're averaging about 3 episodes a month, which means it's taken me about a week and a couple of days to get an episode out. And we've streamed a few times, but not many. And I think in 2021, I'm going to try and commit to 1 episode a week of something, 1 episode a week of something, and at least a couple streams a month. Maybe a stream a week, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not sure. But that's it, dudes. So we got to wrap it up here. I hope you had a blast with the episode. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad I got all my technical difficulties fixed. Thanks again, Big Nate, if you're watching. I really appreciate it. And I missed you, dudes. I'm so glad to see you, and I'm so glad you stopped by Breadstick's World for today's episode. I know it was a bit of a talky one, but I loved it. I love you, dudes, and I will see you next time. Bye, Breadheads.